breakfast on the table!
You need a cattle prod to get that one moving in the morning, mind you. I can't see me racing downstairs to eat that. Sort of take me chances on the dog's bone.
Don't let me stop you.
You should nip into the cafe, get yourself a proper breakfast.
I'll cereal.
It's not a start, though, is it, for a working man? My goodness me. Your grandfather, he never went out of the house without a proper fry up inside him.
And how long's he been dead?
At least he did not die of hunger. Our marriage was built on black pudding and fried bread. She'll be skin and bone.
But she looks fine.
Fine? I think the word he's looking for is beautiful, isn't it, love?
Thank you.
Yeah, she takes a pride in herself, this one. Unlike some. Oh, who came off worse, you or the edge?
What hedge?
The edge you were dragged through backward.
She hasn't had a comb through her hair yet.
Last one's probably still in there.
Right, I better make a move. Go on, you sit down and get your breakfast.
Ty, I am not having this.
Nothing more.
She's playing favourites. Can't you see? She's always on at home, but Ruby can do no wrong. It's like blood thicker than water for her.
No, I'm sure that's not the case.
Leave me alone, you old witch!
Did you hear that?
She said her dog had nicer breath.
I was just reminding her to clean her teeth. I mean, she yawned just now, and honestly, I thought somebody must have opened a wheelie bin.
What time did you come to bed last night?
Oh, I'm not sure. Stopped looking at the clock after 1:30.
All this for a school play, it's ridiculous.
Oh, the creative process is no respecter of the hourglass, day or night. Sometimes the well's dry. It's just a matter of waiting for the rain.
Did it?
What?
Rain.
Oh, yes. There was a downpour in the small hours, a veritable deluge, a monsoon. I was hammering away at the keyboard for hours.
And what are you performing?
Oh, A Christmas Carol by Brian J. Packham.
Right. Thought it was Charles Dickens.
Oh, his was just a first draft. I've improved it no end. I've blown away all the dust and cobwebs and given it a contemporary, relevant feel. This version's an allegory for Brexit.
Brexit? Isn't that a bit controversial? And I'm not sure the powers that be would want the kids doing anything political.
Oh, the children won't have a clue what's going on.
Is that a good thing? And thought you had to avoid anything frightening. Doesn't Scrooge have to look into his own grave?
Oh, not in this version, he doesn't. He just finds out his fortnight in Tenerife's up the spout.
Any news on the CCTV?
Well, I've stressed the urgency of the situation. I think to hassle further would be counterproductive. We just need to be patient.
I just wish we had more time.
You sure it's all right to still give us a lift?
Absolutely.
Good, because I want my face to be the first face she sees when she walks in that courtroom. Don't want to let her down again, do I?
Oh, I didn't let her down last time. It's just bad luck.
I know, but she needs to know that we're all there for her. That we all want her on.
I don't reckon much of the cocktails in this joint.
I just want to know if my son's still alive.
Well, we've got no reason to think otherwise.
The Twitter appeals yielded nothing. Maybe we should get the police involved.
Mary, I don't really think it's going to be high on their priority list. They're hardly going to be scrambling helicopters.
Well, maybe they should be. We ought to go up to the station later.
Look, I'm a bit tied up, to be honest.
Tied up? For all we know, Jude's tied up in some kidnapper's lair and... Or maybe sleeping with the fishes.
The more appropriate end, I suppose.
This is not a subject for levity, Angie. He's been missing for a month. And I won't stand by idly and do nothing.
You expecting someone?
No.
Ah, comfort eating is no good.
Isn't it? Bacon is a lot more reliable than fellas. Bacon has never let me down.
You won't be saying that when you can't fit in your jeans.
Well, if I can't get in my jeans, then no one else will want to, which is a good thing, because I am done with men.
Spike's not all men.
I know, and well, babe. But Chesney's a mate and Spike ruined it.
Look, I'm sure Chesney will come around.
You've seen him yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Chesney, come here.
What are you doing?
Nipping something daft in the bud.
What is it?
Sit down. Gemma has got something she wants to say to you. All right. I'll get the ball rolling, shall I? She's dead sorry for what happened. Your friendship means a lot to her.
Could have fooled me. I was only trying to look out for her.
Yeah, she realises that, but she was just so desperate to believe that Spike was innocent that she's made a mistake, and she really, really hopes you can forgive her. That about cover it?
Yeah.
I never knew you was a ventriloquist.
I'm well sorry, Ches. I just want things to go back to how they was.
Yeah, me and all. Otherwise it's going to be murder behind that counter, innit? So let's just forget this ever happened.
Suits me. Yeah, do you want a butty?
No, not right now. Cheers.
Oh, what are you doing at dinner time then? We could go speed down, my treat.
Okay. Yeah, you're on.
Phil! Phil!
Mr. Gillespie, please, in front of the rabble. Or boss, sir, gov, whichever sobriquet you prefer. Although I don't like chief. Makes you sound like you should be wearing a headdress. And Gaffer's got a whiff of the building site about it, hasn't it?
Of course, yes.
Hierarchy and structure, Brian. Hierarchy and structure. Without it, we are as savages. Goodrich, take that out of his ear now.
Hierarchy indeed, yes. Oh, I've finished the script for the play.
Already? Well, that was quick. I hope you're giving it your fullest attention.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Well, you said you wanted it today.
Did I? Oh, yes. Well, pop it into the office. I'll take a look at it later.
But you said you needed it first thing.
It was a figure of speech, Brian. Figure of speech. I mean, much as I'd love to drop everything and give a critique of your literary offering, I'm a very busy deputy head.
Of course.
Although I suppose I could call an impromptu inset day, send everyone home, you know, get the staff together for a read-through.
No, that won't be needed.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. So has Her Majesty passed, or what?
Sorry?
Well, your tie's at half-mast.
Oh, sorry.
Honestly, if it were bonfire night, the kids would be chucking pennies at you. Here, I'll do it. Example is leadership, Brian. Do you know who said that?
No.
Neither do I. It's worth thinking about.
Thank you very much.
I was making one for myself, so I thought, why the hell not?
Oh, as long as I don't get a bill for 50 quid.
Hey, solicitors get a bad rap.
And accountants don't. I'd rather be called greedy than boring.
Anything but boring.
Morning. I was looking for Angie Appleton.
Not me.
Can I help?
I'm PC Hanley. Mother-in-law gave me your details. She's been into the station.
I said I was busy, and I said I didn't want to waste your time.
She seems to think your husband might have come to some harm given his frame of mind.
Yeah, I very much doubt that.
Could you elaborate?
Well, he's a compulsive liar. He led me to believe he was a marine biologist for the first 2 years of our relationship, when in actual fact it was just a passing interest in tropical fish.
I see. But in reality, he was in training to be a paramedic.
No, he was pretending with that too.
So what was he actually doing? How did he keep up the deceit?
To be honest, I've asked myself the same question a million times. Turns out he was up to his eyeballs in debt, trying to keep all the plates spinning. Then he wiped out our savings, fleeced our friend, and that was after he pretended to save his life.
Couldn't make it up, could you? Well, he probably could.
How are things at home with all this going on?
What, considering I couldn't believe a word he said? Not great. The marriage was dead, and he knew that.
And you don't think that might have tipped him over the edge combined with his financial problems?
Jude doesn't know what the edge is. He sees what he wants to see, and if reality doesn't conform to that, then he runs away. Believe me, that's exactly what he's done now.
Sophie reckoned that if I could get the court case adjourned, it'd buy us a bit of time. She said I should make myself sick.
Well, a silk-cut shandy'll do it, I reckon. I'm guessing you didn't learn that trick in the Lord Mayor's chambers.
No, one of the other girls put me onto it.
A lot easier to suggest than to swallow. And believe me, I am not a fussy drinker.
Well, I'm not looking forward to it. You don't think this'll make things worse for me, do you? That they'll see through it?
I don't think things can get much worse. So I don't fancy chundering all over my new cell.
What, you're moving in here?
For my own good. I was in with Marcia, but she kept offering me something to take the edge off. I mean, she meant well, but that is the last thing I needed, so I asked to be moved. Still, hopefully, you won't have to put up with us for too long.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be going anywhere soon. I'm not really cut out for all this, and I don't want to fiddle the system. I'll be lowering myself to Duncan's level.
But that's exactly what you need to do. It's a limbo contest, is this. If he goes low, you have got to go even lower. You've got to play him at his own game.
Yeah, well, that's what Sophie reckoned, but how? I mean, I did think about bashing my head against a wall. I've had plenty of practice while I've been here, but I can't. I mean, I'm not that kind of person.
Oh, I'm exactly that kind of person, luckily for you, so you lay there and play dead. Help! God, somebody's here! Help!
Kick-off was half an hour ago. What's the delay?
Maybe the judge is having a bad week day.
Something's not right. I don't like it.
Oh, there's Paula.
So what's happening?
Sally's been taken to hospital.
What's happened? Is it serious?
I don't have all the details.
So is the trial had to be adjourned?
For the moment, yes.
Never mind the trial. What's the matter with her?
Well, like I say, I don't know a great deal, but apparently she's been assaulted.
What? Assaulted by who? When?
Well, I think we need to speak to Sally. She's at Weatherfield General.
Yeah, we better go right now.
So how many tattoos did Spike actually have then?
23, he reckoned. Well, it depended on whether you counted lager and bitter as separate or a matching pair.
Lager and bitter.
Over his nipples.
Classy. I won't ask about Guinness.
He did have some good tats, though. His Bill Oddie one was amazing.
He had a tattoo of Bill Oddie, the bird watcher.
Yeah, massive, on his inner thigh. He reckons he asked for Blondie, but he was paralytic, like slurring and that. He passed out. When he woke up, it was done. Most interesting thing about him, actually.
I don't know. You were pretty keen at one time.
Pretty desperate, more like. I'm sorry I let him come between us. I used to hate it when mates deaf me out for a bloke.
It's fine, I told you.
Is it? Because moving round here is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And you made it possible.
More like Rita did.
And you. You gave me a job. You helped me keep it more than once. You stuck by me through thick and thin. You're the best mate I've ever had. Not Kylie aside.
That means a lot. Thanks.
Hiya. What's this? Working lunch.
We're kissing and making up. We're never going to let a guy come between us ever again.
That's nice. Mind if I join you?
Oh, what do you think? Does she count as a bloke?
Not in them heels.
Oh.
Pull up a chair.
Ta.
Well, I've just arrived at the hospital, so I better go, but thanks for your help, yeah? Wait, what did they say? She was found slumped on the floor by her new cellmate.
Well, do they know who's done it?
No, they're still looking into it.
I know my money's on. The new cellmate just happened to find her. Looks like someone's marking the territory, if you ask me.
Well, do you know, I don't think it is that, because they said that she knew her.
Well, Sally knew somebody on the inside.
Yeah, she's called Franklin.
Franklin.
Sabby.
What are you doing here?
We got a call from Mr.
Gillespie.
Gillespie. He said we had to come in, it was urgent.
Did he say what about?
No, he wanted to talk face to face.
Well, have you got any idea what it might be?
Well, I'm afraid not. No, I've been on my lunch.
Yeah, we noticed.
Just... Yeah. Oh, thank you. I nodded off in the staff room. But I will try and get to the bottom of things. Is he in?
Well, we're not. But there's no answer. We've been sat here for 20 minutes.
Right. Well, I'll try and find...
I thought we agreed 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we did. Sorry, but we were early, so we know.
Do go on through. Was there something else?
Why do they have to come in?
Well, I'm not at liberty to discuss the matter right now.
Oh, they're friends of mine. Are the children all right?
It's above your pay grade.
Have you had a chance to read the script?
Brian, I'm a deputy head, not a theatre impresario. Do you think I'm sat in that office all day in a silk dressing gown clutching a cigarette holder?
No.
No, so I'll read it when I'm good and ready and not before. Oh, Brian, wipe that cheese spread off your face. There's a good chap.
How long does it take to do a scan?
I'm sure everything's fine. They said it was purely precautionary.
So what's the hold-up then? I want to see her.
You just have to be patient.
I'm going to go and find out what's going on.
Right, I'll come with you. Do you know, this isn't doing him any good at all.
Sure, it'll be over soon.
Will it? Depends on how badly your mum's hurt and what kind of delay that causes. Tim was buckling under the strain as it was.
Yes, I know.
Right, you okay?
Look, I never thought that she would go this far.
Ooh.
You said that you wish you could buy us some time to wait for the CCTV to come through. You said that if my mum was ill, that it would delay things.
Oh, Sophie, what have you done?
I just told her we needed an adjournment. I suggested that she made herself ill. I didn't for 1 second think that she would go and get herself beaten up.
So this is your doing?
This is because of what you told me.
Oh, don't you dare try and put this on me.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Right, just nip to the gents.
After 2 glasses apart, they'd laugh you out the dog and gun.
Don't worry, we'll never get the chance.
Sorry about Spike.
I'm not. You're best off out of it.
There's plenty more fish in the sea, eh?
No chance. My tackle is not coming out again, not for no man.
You don't mean that.
I do. All the ones worth having are taken.
Oh, well, I must admit I do feel proper blessed to have Ches.
He's a diamond. I thought you two was just having fun.
We were. I mean, we are having fun, like, but I really like him.
Cool.
Is it? Like, so long as I'm not stepping on your toes.
What?
I've seen the way you two are.
Nah, Ches is... He's like the brother I wish I'd had. Bad boys have always been my thing. Give me an Asbo over a bouquet any day of the week.
Phew. You know what it's like when you get a good one. Get proper paranoid.
I don't know. I'll let you know.
So, did I miss anything good?
Just girl talk.
Whoa. Is that really necessary?
I'm afraid so.
What happened?
Oh, it was just something and nothing.
Well, it doesn't look like nothing. Was it Abby?
Abby, no. Abby helped me. It was... Well, I trod on somebody's ping pong ball. It was an accident. She totally lost it.
I thought you were in your cell.
Well, she followed me in.
Who was it, that Vanessa?
No.
Who was it then?
Well, are you really interested?
Of course I am.
Because I wasn't sure. I thought you'd given up on us.
I've been an idiot, Sally, I know you have.
Well, that's a given. But you were my idiot, or so I thought until yesterday.
Well, looks like you stuck with me for life, love.
I'll give you a minute.
You will wait for us then.
Yeah, of course I will. You're innocent, I know that. We'll get through this, you know.
Any developments with that CCTV?
No, not yet, to be honest. But I've been worried sick about you all day.
Oh, Tim, you shouldn't fret over me. I can take care of myself. And I've got Abby to look after us now.
I heard. Just try and stay out of trouble, eh? Don't know what I'd do without you.
Is everything all right?
You're excluding Hope.
What? Why? Just because you bit some teacher? Bit where?
Right in the middle of his spelling test. Apparently half the class had written R before they realised.
I could have said worse, I suppose. I know it's awful, and she deserves to be punished, but cutting her off from her friends isn't going to help the situation.
Exactly. They're just washing their hands of her, giving up. I told him as much and all.
You promised you wouldn't lose your temper.
I couldn't help myself.
Will you have a word with him, Brian? Please make him see reason. This isn't right, this.
It's a very awkward situation.
Hope will be devastated. She's a good girl at heart. You know she is.
I know, but well, my influence is limited. Once Mr. Gillespie's mind's made up, he's very difficult to be shifted.
Well, will you at least try?
I'm sorry, Fizz. I'd love to help, but I can't.
You won't, more like. It's easier to close ranks, innit? Come on.
Oh, no, that's not true. It's just I'm not in a position to...
She's got, like, a bit of bruising, but there's no lasting damage. She's conscious and still talking.
So are they keeping her in overnight?
No, she's going back to the prison in a bit.
I'm going to go and spend the last few minutes with her, but the main thing is we've got nothing to worry about.
I'd hardly say that.
I've said that I'm sorry.
Are you going to tell her or am I?
The fewer people know, the better.
Everybody's going to know soon enough, because most likely the prison will be monitoring your mum's phone calls. Can someone tell me what the hell's going on? What happened today wasn't an accident. Sophie here thought it'd be a genius idea to get your sister to hospitalise herself to hold up the trial. What?
I wanted to buy us some time. Wait for the CCTV to come in. I thought it'd help.
Yeah, well, it hasn't. And Judge Rattigan won't need any encouragement to put two and two together. So basically, we could be in big trouble. Hang on, are you saying Sal did that on purpose?
Yeah, I think so.
She said it was a ping pong ball. Tim stood there in bits, and she told him a barefaced lie. How could you do it to him? I don't even recognise her anymore.
Because she's desperate and she's scared, Auntie Gina. I know exactly how she feels.
Coronation Street continues here in half an hour.